Okay, let's unpack this. You've tasked us with a truly fascinating deep dive today. We're looking into the rich, sparkling, and surprisingly enduring history of an organization. It's been unearthing wonders and cultivating passions for an incredible 60 years. The Columbia Gem and Mineral Society.
60 years, yeah. That's quite a legacy.
Right. Our mission, as always, is to extract the most important nuggets of knowledge about this remarkable group. Give you that shortcut to being truly well-informed.
Yeah,
Complete with surprising facts and just enough humor to keep you hooked.
sounds good.
We've gone through a stack of sources. You've gathered everything from compelling articles published in newspapers like The State and the Columbia Record to their own incredibly detailed publication, Rocky Trails, and other valuable insights you've collected from years of dedicated research into their enduring legacy.
And what's truly fascinating here is witnessing how a shared passion for the Earth's hidden treasures, those incredible geological marvels, sparkling gems, ancient fossils, how that can blossom into such a vibrant, long-lasting community. This deep dive isn't just about documenting the history of a club.
Right.
It's about understanding that fundamental human desire to discover, to learn, and to connect over the profound marvels of geology and the intricate lapidary arts. And over these 6 decades, the Columbia Gem and Mineral Society, we'll probably call it CGMS mostly,
Yes.
has fostered a really unique space for exactly that.
So for you, our listeners, especially if you have a keen interest in earth sciences, geology, fossils,
Gems, minerals, jewelry.
lapidary mining, rock collecting, you're about to embark on a journey with us.
Exactly. We'll explore the society's humble but really pivotal origins. We'll chart its impressive evolution. We'll uncover its significant impact both on public education and the broader collecting community, and reveal its ongoing contributions.
It truly is, like our title says, a diamond in the rough, continually revealing its brilliance.
Nicely put.
So let's begin at the very beginning. Let's chart this geological journey from its nascent stages. Picture yourself, if you will, early 1965 in Columbia, South Carolina. What exactly ignited the formation of this society? Was it just a handful of casual hobbyists, or was there something more organized, a collective impulse that brought them together?
Well, it was definitely far more than just a quiet gathering of enthusiasts. Our sources, especially those archival newspaper clippings from the State and the Columbia Record, they reveal something interesting. The society, which was originally known as the Central South Carolina Gem and Mineral Society,
Okay.
was truly born from a groundswell of local interest, and it was actively galvanized through targeted public outreach.
So not just word of mouth.
No, not at all. This wasn't something that just quietly materialized. It was a deliberate, publicized call to gather. People like Maggie Clark and Louis Desserin were instrumental. They leveraged the power of local newspaper and radio publicity to really spark community enthusiasm.
Okay, so they're really putting the word out there.
Oh, yeah. Imagine the buzz in Columbia when articles started appearing, inviting anyone with an interest in rocks, gems, or fossils to an inaugural meeting. This initial widespread publicity led directly to the very first organizational meeting, held in February 1965.
Okay.
And following that foundational gathering, the subsequent election of their first formal officers took place just a month later, March 1965. That laid the essential administrative groundwork for, well, what would become this 6-decade legacy.
That's fascinating. A true grassroots movement fueled by public outreach, not just a few friends chatting. It really speaks to the magnetic pull of these geological wonders. What an exciting time that must have been for a community to rally around such a unique passion. So from those very first meetings, what kind of numbers are we talking about membership-wise? Was it a huge wave or more intimate?
It was definitely intimate, but incredibly potent, I'd say. From those foundational meetings, the club started with a committed group of just 18 members.
18. Wow.
Yeah, just 18. But this humble number, it offers a powerful insight, right? The most enduring and impactful organizations often don't begin with massive resources or a huge initial following. They start with the fervent, focused passion of a small, dedicated few.
That makes sense.
Those 18 individuals laid the bedrock for what would become this remarkable 6-decade legacy. It proves that a shared interest, when deeply felt, can be the strongest foundation. And from its absolute inception, the core mission of the Columbia Gem and Mineral Society was clearly defined. It's stated in their own early documents.
What did it say?
It said, "The Columbia Gem and Mineral Society is an organization of persons associated together to promote popular interest in and to provide means for the exchange of knowledge of the earth sciences, geology, mineralogy, and paleontology, and of the related arts, lapidary, and other.
Okay, so education was baked in from the start.
Exactly. It clearly positions it, right from the get-go, as a nonprofit educational organization. That's a core identity it maintains with unwavering commitment to this day. It wasn't just about collecting pretty rocks. It was about learning, sharing knowledge, fostering scientific curiosity.
That educational aspect seems absolutely central, deeply embedded in their DNA.
Oh.
Did they also connect with like a broader network of similar societies right away, or did that wider affiliation come later?
No, they certainly didn't operate in isolation. Quite remarkably, actually, from those crucial early years in the mid-1960s, CGMS established its place within a much larger, organized network.
Really, right from the start.
Yeah. They quickly became an active member of the Southeast Federation Mineralogical Societies, Inc., and affiliated with the American Federation of Mineralogical Society, Inc. This immediate affiliation isn't just, a bureaucratic detail. It underscores their founders' foresight and commitment. Commitment to recognize standards, to facilitating knowledge exchange on a broader scale, and participating in the wider world of mineral and lapidary arts.
So even with just 18 members,
Even with just 18 members, they envision themselves as part of a significant national community of earth science enthusiasts. This connection allowed them to tap into a wealth of resources, expertise, and shared events right from the outset.
okay, here's where it gets really interesting, I think. It tells a story of incredible stability and collaboration. For 5 remarkable decades, CGMS had this deep, significant partnership with a major academic institution.
50 years is a long time.
It really is. That's a huge commitment and, frankly, a rare achievement for any volunteer organization. Tell us about that and how it shaped the club.
It truly is a defining chapter. The Society's profound connection with the McKissick Museum, right there on the campus of the University of South Carolina,
Right on campus.
became a cornerstone of its identity for half a century. Initially, like many new clubs, the monthly meetings were a bit nomadic. They were held in officers' homes, then they migrated to local libraries, other public venues, just searching for a consistent space.
Pretty typical startup phase.
Exactly. But then came a monumental shift. The first recorded CGMS meeting at McKissick Museum was in 1978.
78.
And significantly, from 1981 onwards, all general meetings were consistently held there. That forged an incredibly strong institutional bond that endured for approximately 50 years.
Wow.
This partnership provided not just a stable physical home, but also a prestigious, intellectually stimulating environment for their educational programs. It really elevated the club's profile and gave them access to university resources.
You can imagine the atmosphere, right? Stepping into a museum setting each month.
Yeah, surrounded by exhibits, knowing you were part of a larger academic and cultural world, it must have been quite special.
50 years is almost unheard of for a community partnership. That's an incredible testament to the mutual benefit. How did that collaboration work beyond just providing a meeting space? Were there like concrete joint projects? Did CGMS contribute directly to the museum?
Oh, absolutely. Their involvement was profoundly collaborative. It went far deeper than simply using an auditorium. It was really a remarkable act of civic stewardship, you could say. In the 1980s, we see a key figure emerge, Dr. John Ernest.
Okay.
He uniquely served as both vice president of CGMS and, critically, as the curator of geology at McKissick Museum.
Ah, the perfect bridge.
Exactly. Dr. Ernest was instrumental in establishing the Geology Museum within McKissick, and he did so with direct and significant support from CGMS.
So the club helped build the museum's collection.
In a very real way, yes. This wasn't merely supporting a museum. It was a testament to how a community organization can directly contribute to building and safeguarding public scientific and cultural heritage. Our sources show the society provided concrete, tangible contributions. They donated a rare meteorite,
Wow.
a significant fossil crab, and even provided funds for the purchase of additional specimens for the McKissick Museum's collection. They weren't just guests. They were active partners, helping to curate and build a public resource that made tangible geological history accessible to thousands, enriching the entire community.
That's an extraordinary legacy of contribution and partnership. It sounds like a truly symbiotic relationship that deeply enriched both the club and the wider public. But, well, change eventually comes. What ultimately caused such a long-standing partnership to end?
Unfortunately, and it's a story we heard a lot during that time, the COVID pandemic brought about a significant and unavoidable disruption. Due to pandemic-related changes, new policies, restrictions, CGMS could no longer hold its monthly meetings at McKissick Museum. This necessitated a diligent search for alternative venues. It marked a substantial and challenging change after such a long and incredibly fruitful tenure.
I bet that must have been a blow.
It really underscored the challenge.
Yeah.
Maintaining a prestigious public presence for a volunteer organization when its long-term home suddenly becomes unavailable. While the club adapted, using places like Hope Church for meetings, as noted in recent issues of Rocky Trails,
Oh,
it highlights the ongoing dilemma and the immense effort required to find a new, consistent home after so many decades. The search for a permanent location that can accommodate both their monthly meetings and, as we'll discuss, their crucial lapidary workshop, that continues to be a top priority for the society. It really showcases their resilience in the face of such a significant institutional shift.
okay. So many people, myself included, are initially drawn to collecting, right? Finding beautiful, raw specimens in their natural state, the thrill of the hunt, the beauty of the untouched.
The discovery aspect.
Exactly. But for many members of CGMS, the journey doesn't end there.
Yeah.
What about the art of transforming these incredible finds? That brings us to the practical, hands-on side of the club, the very heart of their craft, the lapidary workshop. What's the story of the CGMS lapidary workshop? How has it evolved over the years?
Yeah, the workshop is absolutely central to the hands-on aspect of CGMS. It reflects a deep and abiding interest among members in the practical arts of lapidary. And this means everything from faceting raw stones into brilliant gems to cabochon, creating those beautiful, smooth, polished, rounded shapes.
Right, the smooth ones.
And the precise cutting and polishing of gems and minerals. The sources tell us that a dedicated workshop committee was formed way back as early as 1995,
95, okay.
driven by members' strong desire to not just admire rocks, but to shape them, to bring out their inner beauty, and to learn these intricate skills. It wasn't just about looking, it was about doing, actively engaging with them, transforming them into something new and often stunning.
So the interest was clearly there, the passion for the craft. But establishing a physical space for that kind of specialized equipment, that could be a logistical nightmare, right?
Yeah.
How did they actually get started with a functional space and the machinery?
Well, the early arrangements really showcased the club's resourcefulness and the strong community spirit among its members. In June 1966, the club pooled its resources to purchase the initial lapidary equipment.
Oh,
And instead of waiting for some dedicated public space, arrangements were made with the Denley family, who were active CGMS members themselves.
community help.
Exactly. They agreed to place a trailer on their property. This trailer became the very first official CGMS workshop.
A trailer workshop, that's fantastic.
It really was. It was a vital facility, providing a place where members could take classes, learn from experienced instructors, and practice their burgeoning lapidary skills. This early kind of grassroots setup was absolutely critical for fostering those initial hands-on learning opportunities. It laid the foundation for decades of practical artistry.
That's a great example of a community just making it happen. But it sounds like the workshop, like the club's meeting spaces, has also seen its share of transitions and challenges. That equipment isn't easy to move.
Indeed. The workshop, the very heartbeat of the club's hands-on mission, has had a remarkable and, yeah, often challenging journey. It's a testament to the perseverance of its members. With the eventual closure of the Denley workshop, all that valuable lapidary equipment had to be carefully stored, just waiting for a new, suitable location.
Right, storage limbo.
Exactly. It highlights a recurring challenge for any hands-on club needing specialized facilities. Then, a new chapter brought renewed hope in 2016. They opened a dedicated workshop location on Frink Street in Case.
K is pronounced KC, right?
That's right, KC. This was a significant step forward, offering a more permanent-feeling home for their activities. However, that lease, too, eventually ended in 2019.
Okay. Another move.
Another move. Since then, the equipment has been moved to a storage unit, which, as the club openly acknowledges, offers only limited functionality for practical lapidary work. It's a clear illustration of the ongoing logistical hurdles.
So after all these moves, where do things stand now? For the workshop and for the club's broader search for that permanent space to foster these arts.
That's the core question, isn't it? And it's a profound test of the club's resilience. CGMS is actively and diligently searching Columbia and the surrounding areas for a truly permanent home. And this isn't just about finding a place for monthly meetings and lectures. It's critically about securing a stable, long-term home for its invaluable lapidary workshop.
That makes sense. They need both.
They absolutely do. This ongoing effort underscores the club's deep, unwavering commitment to providing hands-on opportunities for its members, ensuring that the art of transforming rough materials into refined gems can continue to thrive. We also know from recent Rock to Trails issues that there have been serious discussions about finding grant money to help secure a workshop. Cheryl Coker is commendably taking the lead on that initiative.
Good for her. Grants are tough.
They are. It shows the club's dedication to its long-term vision. They've even explored more creative fundraising avenues, discussing lifetime memberships, even GoFundMe pages to increase revenue specifically for the workshop. It highlights how vital this resource is to their identity. And importantly, a crucial caveat here for you, our listeners. Because of these transitions and the dynamic nature of securing physical spaces,
Yep.
information regarding workshop availability and location from older Rocky Trails issues, which we've drawn from, might be outdated. So for the most absolutely current and accurate information, you should always check the official cgms.rocks website.
cgms.rocks.
Got it. That's your best and most reliable source for what's happening right now with their facilities and programs.
That's a very important clarification. So when the workshop is operational, or fingers crossed, when they achieve that dream of a permanent, fully functional space, what kind of services and learning opportunities does it typically offer members?
Well, when fully operational, the workshop provides incredible value. It typically offers access to a range of specialized machines for members to use at a very reasonable hourly rate, often around $4 an hour.
That's great access.
It really is. It makes these otherwise expensive and inaccessible tools available to the community. The club also boasts a significant piece of equipment, a 24-inch flat lap polisher, which is available for rent.
Yeah.
Gary Hurt is noted as the primary contact for inquiries about its specialized use. And beyond just access to equipment, the workshop has historically been this vibrant hub for learning and skill development.
Like classes.
Exactly. We've sent specific examples from Rocky Trails, like Sue Schrader teaching a glass fusing class back in October 2014, and plans for dedicated tutorials on cabbing led by experienced members like Conry Davis and Jerry Hurt. These programs are absolutely vital for nurturing and developing lapidary skills within the club, ensuring that knowledge gets passed down through generations of enthusiasts. Now, if we connect this to the bigger picture, beyond the regular meetings and the vital workshop at Annual Gem and Mineral Show, that's arguably the most public-facing and significant manifestation of the CGMS mission.
The big show.
Right. It's truly where the society shines brightest in the public eye. It draws in thousands and acts as a cornerstone of their educational outreach. What's its rich history and enduring significance for the club and the wider community?
Oh, the annual show isn't just an event. It's a vibrant spectacle. It's like a yearly pilgrimage for enthusiasts and curious families alike. It brings the Earth's hidden geological wonders to life for the public. And it has a rich migratory history, actually, moving through various locations over the decades, places like the State Fairgrounds, the State Museum, before eventually settling into its consistent and popular home at the Jamil Temple in Colombia. That was back in 2010.
Okay, Jamil Temple since 2010. That consistency probably helps.
Definitely. Played a huge role in establishing it as a regional staple. And a truly significant milestone was reached in 2017 when the show celebrated its remarkable 50th anniversary.
50 years of the show. Wow.
Half a century of sharing the wonders of gems and minerals with the public. It's an incredibly long and cherished tradition, a testament to its enduring appeal and the club's dedication.
That's right. And the annual show has been held with incredible consistency every single year, with the notable and regrettable exception of 2020 due to the COVID pandemic.
Of course.
That singular pause truly underscored its immense community value. It marked a stark absence that residents felt deeply, highlighting how much this event had become a cherished annual tradition for families and serious collectors alike. It really speaks to its enduring nature and importance.
And the scale of this event is pretty remarkable, isn't it? It's not just a small gathering for club members.
Absolutely not. This isn't just a small club event. It's a major regional attraction that draws significant crowds. In recent years, the show has consistently drawn over 1,200 attendees.
1,200 plus.
Yeah, demonstrating its immense popularity and far-reaching impact. Imagine stepping into that bustling hall, the shimmer of polished stones, the hushed awe around a rare specimen, the excited chatter of kids digging for their own treasures.
Right.
It's a full sensory experience for anyone who has ever felt the pull of the Earth's mysteries.
It sounds like a true treasure trove for visitors of all ages.
Yeah.
So much more than just displays. What kinds of interactive activities and diverse offerings make it such a must-attend event for families, seasoned collectors, everyone?
It truly is diverse and designed to engage everyone. One of the most popular attractions year after year is the geode booth.
Ah, geodes, love those.
Right. Visitors get the unique opportunity to select geodes, those ordinary-looking rocks holding hidden wonders, which are then expertly cut right on site by qualified club members. Gary Hurt, for instance, has commented on the precision and expertise required for this. Inside, these geodes might reveal hidden pockets of sparkling quartz, vibrant amethyst, smoky quartz, delicate calcite crystals. It's always a moment of genuine suspense and delight, like opening a geological present.
Totally. What else?
Then there's the salted mine, a perennial favorite designed specifically for children. It allows them to dig for crystal, fossil, rock, and mineral treasures. It's often their first taste of discovery.
Get them hooked young.
Exactly. And I've seen more than a few parents get just as excited, secretly hoping their kid finds that one perfect specimen they can polish up later. And of course, the grab bags are immensely popular, available in affordable $2, $5, and $10 options.
Oh yeah, grab bags are always fun.
These bags contain a wide variety of minerals and fossils, beautiful mineral specimens, polished minerals, even small shark's teeth, many of which are personally collected by club members on their own field trips. We even saw mentions in Rocky Trails of enthusiastic grab bag assembly meetings.
They put a lot of effort into those.
They really do. It highlights the care involved in preparing these little bundles of joy.
So it's not just about what you can discover yourself, but also a fantastic marketplace, right? Lots of vendors selling unique things.
Yes, absolutely. The show features a very large number of vendors. It's a bustling marketplace and a significant regional destination for collectors and artisans. The sources indicate that a full 34 vendor slots were filled in 2024,
34.
and a remarkable 30 are already confirmed for the 2025 show. This means you'll find a wide array of unique specimens, custom-made jewelry, lapidary art, related items from across the Southeast. It's a vibrant place to connect with artisans and find that perfect, one-of-a-kind piece.
That kind of large-scale event, with so many moving parts, so many attendees, it must require an immense amount of meticulous planning and countless volunteer hours. Who are the dedicated people and what kind of effort goes into making it happen year after year?
You've hit on the core of its success. The show truly runs on immense volunteer effort and sheer dedication. It embodies the spirit of community that defines CGMS. Key committee members like Sue Schrader, Mike Montebello, Sharon Starrett, Dee Yurkovich, Mandy Wenzel, and Susan Bloodworth play absolutely crucial roles. Everything from initial arrangements, securing dealer contacts, managing advertising.
Huge job.
Huge. But the effort extends far beyond the committee. Volunteers are absolutely vital for every aspect. The heavy lifting of setup and teardown, staffing those incredibly popular booths like the Salted Mine and grab bags, and even contributing to the annual dealers' dinner, which fosters goodwill and strengthens relationships within the community of vendors. This collective effort is what ensures the show's consistent quality and success.
That's fantastic to hear about such a dedicated community. Are there any special incentives? Ways the club recognizes members who contribute their valuable time and energy to this massive undertaking?
Yes, the club is very thoughtful in recognizing and rewarding this dedication. It fosters a cycle of learning and contribution. Volunteer hours are meticulously tallied.
Okay.
And for every 4 hours worked, a volunteer's name is entered into a special drawing, the exciting prize. A scholarship for a lapidary class at prestigious institutions like William Holland or Wild Acres.
Oh, that's a great prize.
Isn't it? It's a fantastic way to give back to those who support the club's mission, encourage continuous learning in the lapidary arts, and deepen members' skills. It's a tangible benefit for their invaluable service.
That's really smart.
And for those of you already marking your calendars, the upcoming show dates for 2025 are already set, November 21st through 23rd. And you'll find them back at the familiar Jamil Temple in Columbia.
November 21st to 23rd at Jamil Temple. Definitely an event not to be missed.
Okay, so beyond the regular monthly meetings and that spectacular annual show, CGMS really helps members get out into the field, doesn't it? Get their hands dirty. This is where the real thrill of discovery happens for many people, connecting directly with the earth. What kind of adventures do they offer? What makes these field trips so special?
Absolutely. The field trips are a cornerstone of the CGMS experience. It's where the real thrill of discovery happens. Members truly connect with the earth beneath their feet. They offer members diverse destinations for discovery, a chance to really experience geology firsthand. The club often collaborates with the Dixie Mineral Council, or DMC,
I see you go.
a regional body of the Southeast Federation of Mineralogical Societies, to broaden these opportunities and access a wider range of collecting sites. For example, a recurring favorite, noted extensively in Rocky Trails, is the Graves Mountain Rock Swap and Dig in Georgia.
Graves Mountain, yeah, heard of that one. We've seen notes of trips there in April and October of 2015, April 2016, November 2022, October 2024, and even a planned trip for January 2025. It's a unique place for collecting various minerals. And, as the name implies, participating in a lively rock swap where members exchange finds and stories.
Oh, cool. A swap, too.
Yeah, imagine the excitement of brushing away soil and uncovering a perfect rutile crystal, or swapping a specimen you found for something entirely new.
That sounds like an incredible way to explore the geological diversity of the region. So beyond Greer's Mountain, what other notable locations have CGMS members visited? What kinds of treasures might they have unearthed?
Oh, the range is quite impressive. It showcases the breadth of geological interests within the club. Members have had opportunities for recreational gem mining, even gold panning, at places like Thermal City Gold Mine in North Carolina. That was documented in April 2016.
Gold panning. Wow.
Imagine the romance of sifting through riverbeds, hoping for that glint of gold. Jackson's Crossroads Amethyst Mine in Georgia was another exciting destination for collecting beautiful purple quartz, also in April 2016. Closer to home, Diamond Hill Mine in South Carolina, hugely popular spot for crystal enthusiasts, saw trips in January 2018 and has one planned for December 2024. Ron Alley, pronounced Ron All,
Ron, I got it.
received special thanks for organizing a trip there.
Nice.
CGMS has also explored unique local sites, like collecting fossil-bearing dump material in a lot next to Old Town Hall in Harleyville, South Carolina. That was permitted in May 2018, a fascinating glimpse into ancient marine life. More recently, there was an open house field trip to the Martin Marietta Mine in Cross, SC, September 2023. That offered a chance to see industrial-scale operations and collect. And looking ahead, upcoming plans include a Dixie Mineral field trip to Amos Cunningham's property in Donaldson, SC. It's known for its aquamarine and beryl finds, scheduled for December 14th. And even a planned trip out to Mount Ida, Arkansas, for quartz crystals and a day at the famous Crater of Diamonds State Park.
Crater of Diamonds, where you can actually find diamonds.
Where you can literally dig for diamonds, yeah.
That's a lot of ground covered, literally. With all that digging, collecting, exploring in sometimes rugged environments, I imagine safety and proper protocols are a very big deal.
Oh, absolutely crucial. The club places immense importance on safety and responsible collecting practices. For all trips, members are required to sign liability releases. There are strict guidelines, particularly regarding children's supervision, ensuring younger enthusiasts are always safe. There's often a no pets policy for many sites to minimize disruption and ensure safety. Specific sites, like Graves Mountain, have even stricter rules not allowing children under 12 due to potential dangers in active mining areas. And a critical environmentally conscious rule for any digging activity is consistently reinforced. Refill all holes before you leave.
Yes, leave no trace.
Exactly. These measures ensure the safety of members, respect for the collecting sites, and promote sustainable practices, allowing future generations to enjoy the same discoveries.
It sounds like these trips attract a variety of interests: crystal collectors, fossil hunters. Does Rocky Trails offer any insights into what specifically motivates these different types of collectors, the ones who join the club?
It does, actually, and it's a fascinating insight into the human psyche of collecting. Rocky Trails has featured insightful articles discussing the diverse motivations for rock hounding. It talks about those drawn by the allure of finding precious gems, sure, but it also delves into fossil collectors who seek not just specimens, but want to tell a story of inland seas and ancient times, piecing together Earth's ancient narratives.
That's cool, the story aspect.
Yeah, it even explores how people initially get started in the hobby, whether it's the sheer thrill of discovery, a burgeoning scientific pursuit, the desire to create art, or simply an appreciation for natural beauty. It really highlights the rich tapestry of diverse passions and intellectual curiosity that makes up the club's membership. And once again, just a reminder for you listening, for the most current information on field trips and workshops.
Right, the website again.
Exactly. Especially since older Rocky Trails issues may contain outdated details due to the dynamic nature of these activities, you should always check the cgms.rocks website. It's your most reliable resource.
Good reminder. Now, speaking of fossils in South Carolina, I know our state has a particularly rich paleontological history, discoveries stretching back centuries. Are there specific state regulations collectors need to be acutely aware of, especially when they're out exploring sites like Harleyville or other fossil-rich locations?
This raises an extremely important question, especially in a state like South Carolina with such a rich and historically significant fossil record. There are indeed specific regulations you absolutely must adhere to. First, a hobby license is required for collecting fossils or artifacts from state-owned submerged lands.
Submerged lands. What did that cover?
Well, the jurisdiction is surprisingly broad. It covers coastal waters extending out to 3 miles offshore, all beaches below the mean low water mark, and critically, the beds of all navigable and formerly navigable inland rivers.
Okay, so riverbeds, too.
Yes, so if you're exploring a riverbed, be aware. However, and this is a big however, collecting on South Carolina Department of Natural Resources, or SCDNR, managed lands.
Like state parks.
Exactly. State parks, wildlife management areas, heritage preserves. Collecting there is strictly and emphatically prohibited without a specific scientific collection permit. Violations here can lead to serious consequences, fines, imprisonment, even a 1-year ban from all SCDNR lands. This distinction between state-owned submerged lands and SCDNR managed lands is vital for collectors to understand and respect.
That's a critical distinction. Good to know.
And if we connect this to a broader historical perspective, South Carolina actually holds a truly significant, albeit often overlooked, place in the history of paleontology. The sources mention an incredible event, the identification in 1725
1725. Wow.
of a North American vertebrate fossil by enslaved people at Stono Plantation. They initially uncovered and identified large fossil teeth, which they quite reasonably misidentified as elephant molars. It wasn't until much, much later in 1942 that an American paleontologist, George Gaylord Simpson, concluded that these enslaved individuals were, in fact, the first to scientifically identify a North American vertebrate fossil.
That's incredible. Predating official recognition by decades.
Decades. This incredibly early foundational discovery highlights a buried history of observation and natural history knowledge among marginalized communities. It's a powerful story that later contributed to the enactment of legislation governing paleontological finds in the state, acknowledging the importance of these scientific treasures.
So what does all this mean for the Columbia Gem and Mineral Society in the modern era? They've clearly demonstrated incredible adaptability, right? From their humble beginnings to navigating the profound challenges of a global pandemic. How have they adapted to our rapidly changing world? And what exciting developments are on the horizon for this enduring society?
Well, CGMS has certainly demonstrated remarkable adaptability and a forward-thinking approach. In the modern era, they've robustly embraced a strong digital presence. They recognize that a vibrant online community and accessible information are essential for growth and engagement today. Their official website, cgms.rocks.
cgms.rocks.
Was actively promoted by March 2018, evolving from their previous cgms.org address. This website now serves as the primary dynamic hub for information, upcoming meetings, detailed event schedules, valuable resources, general club news. It's the central point of contact for members and the interested public alike.
And beyond the official website, how are they connecting on social media? Are they actively building a community there too?
Oh, absolutely. They're quite active and strategically engaging. CGMS utilizes Facebook. They have both a public page to reach a broader audience and a dedicated private group for members, which fosters a closer sense of community.
Okay, public and private. Smart.
Yeah. And they're also present on Instagram under the handle @CGMSRocks. These platforms are used dynamically to share details about club activities, disseminate event information, and crucially, allow members to connect, to share their latest finds, inspire each other.
Show off their cool rocks.
Exactly. Members are actively encouraged to like, follow, and share posts to expand the club's reach, ensuring that their passion for earth sciences continues to grow and resonate with new audiences, even when they're not physically together.
That digital transformation is undoubtedly key to their modern relevance. But let's return to that persistent challenge we discussed earlier, finding a stable physical home, especially after their long tenure at McKissick. Where do things stand on that front? What's the vision?
That's the persistent search, yes, and it remains a major ongoing focus for the society. Since the unavoidable disruption of the COVID pandemic, CGMS has actively and diligently been searching Columbia and the surrounding areas for a truly permanent location. And again, this isn't merely about finding a new meeting space for their monthly gatherings. It's critically about securing a stable, long-term home that can also house their invaluable lapidary workshop.
Right, the workshop needs a dedicated space.
It really does. This reflects a profound test of the club's resilience and, a clear reflection of the modern dilemma faced by many hands-on community organizations. Balancing the need for physical space for practical arts with the increasing costs and scarcity of suitable venues. We know from Rocky Trails that meeting sites are currently announced in their monthly publication. They're adapting to various locations like Hope Church, which was the venue for the April 2025 meeting.
Okay, so check the newsletter for meeting locations.
Exactly. And as we mentioned, the previous workshop lease on Frink Street in KC ended in 2019. That left their specialized equipment in a temporary storage unit with only limited functionality. Securing a proper, permanent home for both their meetings and, vitally, their workshop remains a significant driving goal for the club's future and its continued ability to offer hands-on learning.
Such a long-lasting organization, particularly a nonprofit, relies incredibly heavily on dedicated individuals, right? The spirit of volunteerism. What can you tell us about the leadership and the invaluable member contributions that truly keep CGMS running?
It truly is a member-driven society, powered by a core of incredibly dedicated volunteers. We see various individuals committed to leadership roles, contributing their time and expertise. Jim Cobb serves as president. Rana All is the diligent secretary and a former editor of Rocky Trails. Jonathan Wenzel holds the position of vice president. Angela Valvasori manages the society's finances as treasurer. And Gary Hurt oversees the critical workshop operations.
A solid team.
Definitely. Sheila Frame has also been exceptionally active in managing membership, ensuring new enthusiasts feel welcomed. And the club frequently and proactively issues calls for volunteers for open officer positions, vital roles like auctioneer, field trip coordinator, show coordinator.
Always needing more help.
Always. This constant call to action underscores that their vitality and continued success depend entirely on active member participation, the willingness of individuals to step up and contribute to the collective passion.
Are these ongoing efforts in leadership and engagement translating into steady growth? A vibrant, expanding community for the club?
Well, the membership numbers reflect a sustained interest. It's a testament to the club's enduring appeal. While they may fluctuate, they show a generally growing trend. We've seen an increase from 96 members back in 2014 to a healthy 127 members in 2024.
That's good growth.
It is. It demonstrates the ongoing attraction of the club's offerings and its successful ability to attract new enthusiasts into the world of earth sciences and lapidary arts. This steady growth speaks volumes about the value and community they provide.
Beyond the operational aspects and growth, what kind of engaging educational content do they continue to provide? At their monthly meetings, keeping members informed and inspired.
Oh, the club maintains a remarkably robust program of continuing education. It's a central pillar of their nonprofit educational mission. They bring in experts and passionate members to share their knowledge on a wide array of topics. Examples of recent and planned programs, highlighted in Rocky Trails, include Pam and Tony Etheridge demonstrating intricate copper and silver jewelry making.
Ooh, nice.
Daniel Morgan on the popular art of wire wrapping. Ron Otho's engaging presentations on diverse subjects like the geology of Yellowstone and fascinating fish fossils. Cindy Lee discussing the intricate world of shells.
Wow, that's a really diverse lineup.
It is. This diverse content caters to a wide spectrum of interests within the earth sciences and lapidary arts, ensuring there's always something new and exciting to learn.
And finally, how is the society managing its financial health through all these challenges? The search for a new home, maintaining equipment, planning events. Are they taking a strategic approach?
Yes. The board demonstrates diligent and strategic financial stewardship, crucial for a nonprofit facing these kinds of challenges. They are actively involved in meticulously reviewing accounts, ensuring necessary insurance payments are made, carefully managing storage unit costs for their equipment, all regularly reported by their treasurer, Angela Valvasori.
Good financial oversight.
Very important. And there are even ongoing forward-thinking discussions about implementing new revenue streams, things like lifetime memberships, establishing GoFundMe pages to increase revenue specifically for securing that new, fully functional workshop. This shows a proactive and dedicated approach to ensuring the Society's long-term financial stability and its continued ability to fulfill its mission of education and hands-on engagement.
Yeah.
So, this deep dive into the Columbia Gem and Mineral Society, it truly shows how a shared passion, meticulously fostered and nurtured over 60 years, creates not just a club, it creates a vibrant, resilient, and essential educational hub. It's about connecting with the Earth's ancient stories, understanding its incredible geological processes, and celebrating the intricate art inspired by them, all sustained by a dedicated, active community. And it's important to reiterate, the CGMS is a proud, nonprofit educational organization, and they are incredibly welcoming. Anyone interested in earth sciences, geology, fossils, gems, minerals, jewelry, lapidary arts, mining, or rock collecting is invited to attend their monthly meetings and seriously consider joining this rich, active, and endlessly fascinating community.
So whether you're a seasoned rockhound with years of collecting under your belt, maybe a budding lapidary artist, or simply someone who's curious about the geological wonders beneath our feet, CGMS offers a fantastic, accessible pathway to discovery. And speaking of discovery, mark your calendars. Everyone is invited to come to the annual Gem and Mineral Show, held every November in Colombia.
Don't miss it.
It's truly an impressive, dazzling event, consistently drawing over 1,200 attendees in recent years. It's a fantastic opportunity to see incredible specimens, engage directly with experts, and perhaps even find your own hidden treasure, whether it's a sparkling crystal or, hey, maybe a new passion. Think about this. For 60 years, these dedicated individuals have looked at a seemingly ordinary rock and seen, well, not just a stone. They've seen a piece of Earth's grand narrative, a canvas for breathtaking art, a map to ancient worlds, or even a tangible link to our planet's earliest inhabitants. What seemingly ordinary thing in your life, when you decide to take a deep dive, reveals an extraordinary untold history, just waiting to be uncovered.